He's in. And he hung up on me, so I hope he's in. Ta-da!
Greetings, Earth people.
Congratulations. So,
There are two.
when you blink really fast, it looks like your eyeballs are painted on, or your irises and pupils are painted on your eyelids, kind of like a kid sleeping in history class or something.
I have awesome tattoos.
A guy with, yeah, no. I don't know. I've thought about getting a tattoo of, like, it would say Jesus, but it would be Jesus in Greek, so it'd be Christos with the X for Kai, but the X would be for Xanadu, the R would be for like Raiders of the Lost Ark from the logo of the movie thing, and so on, like Back to the Future, and the ST would be Star Wars, and the O would be the O from Tron, and the last S I was going to do the S from Grease, but that doesn't work because it's white on red as opposed to dark on light, so that's where I'm kind of stuck. Plus, I'm not sure where the heck I would get it tattooed. Right here, you think?
Definitely. If you're going to go with your first tattoo, you want to go with the forehead.
Yeah. Well, I thought about getting it on my chest, but
you have to get it really big.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily have to get it terribly big, but I don't know why I think of this. I think of tattoos as being for the long haul, so I think of what it's going to look like in another 30 years or 50 years or whatever after I've gotten my, stop that. After I've gotten my open heart surgery scar or whatever, that it's like, okay, so where is it going to fall on that? So should
just consult a doctor and see where that's likely to be placed and have the T right there so it'll work in later.
Or maybe the I. The I would be right there.
X. You got all kinds of things. They can cut wherever. Just ask them when you're consult for that.
Yes, when I'm doing the consult to my open heart surgery, when I'm like, the one thing that I'll have is like, I don't know, like a living will or something saying, please make sure that my tattoo looks okay with the scar.
Have part of your tattoo be a ... line that says incision here for open heart surgery.
Well, that's just being cynical.
Well, you seem confident that if you do have open heart surgery, it'll be an emergency, not a valve replacement, like planned on. So.
Well, I don't know what to say. You gotta plan ahead for the worst, and hope for the best. But I hope that there's no need for a surgery, but
that you'll just die right away.
Sure, why not? That I'll be so far away from help that there's no way that they can get me anywhere in time to actually perform the surgery. So,
glass half full.
Yes. Incidentally, glass half full time. I was perusing as I was waiting for you some news, and there was this absolutely terrible news story. Ready for it?
Was it the bacon burger?
No, this is honestly terrible.
Okay, go.
A 4-year-old Utah boy was helping his father by trying to make other children smile for a picture when a 6-foot-tall tombstone that weighed hundreds of pounds fell on the boy and killed him at a historic cemetery, family members and friends said.
Wow.
So, some of the children being photographed were not being responsive, so the boy tried to help his dad by pretending to be a leprechaun and making them laugh. The boy went behind a tombstone and was poking his head out from behind it when it fell on him.
That's a nightmare right there.
He passed away while trying to make others smile. So, I don't know what to say here.
Yeah.
Clearly, of course, they went ahead and said that the headstone that fell on the boy marked the grave of someone who died in the 1800s. I think that goes without saying because nobody this day and age has tombstones that are that large, like a 6-foot tall tombstone. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
So, it's in Utah, so I'm guessing it was probably somebody's, I don't know, somebody had struck it rich in the gold or something, salt mines or... Say that again?
In Utah?
Yes. Maybe one of Mitt Romney's relatives, ancestors, if we're going to play the politics card here.
Yes, that's definitely where you want to go with a heartbreaking story. It was actually Mitt Romney's relative's tombstone.
Ergo, vote Ron Paul.
Yes, that's...
Ron Paul's relatives would never have a tombstone that would fall on a 4-year-old child and kill them.
As a politician, I am anti-tombstones falling on children.
You know there's reporters that would be asking that question, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. President, where do you stand on 6-foot-tall tombstones falling on children?
Well, Dave, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm against it.
That was an amazing Barack Obama, I have to tell you.
Was it doing Barack Obama?
I don't know. Sure.
I was
Mr. President, I mean,
going for random. I don't know. That's fine. That's the best I can do.
I was looking at you and I saw Barack Obama. It was just amazing.
Yes.
It was
Thank
that
you.
good.
Thank you.
So
it says on your thing if we had a viewer.
it does say we have a viewer. Hi, viewer.
I don't have a. It doesn't say on mine that I have a viewer.
You may still be my viewer. I don't know.
No. Don't think so. Can you still see me when I'm doing this?
I see you. I don't know. So, let's see. Is it time for a commercial break?
Yes, please.
I don't actually have the item from our sponsor that we're trying to sell here. Oh, here we go. Here's something. Our little show is brought to you by Store Brand Products. Buy Store Brand. We buy Store Brand because we're not making any money off of this. You buy Store Brand also. We should have a little Store Brand jingle or something, don't you think?
I think so.
I think the ball's in your court here.
My wife's giving me a dirty look. Oh.
Well, I'm sure you deserved it.
He's wearing pajamas, so I just hope it's a dirty look.
Dirty good or dirty bad?
It's all good. It's all good.
Any look that your wife actually gives you is a good look.
If she'll meet my eyes, I am in good shape.
This is true. Okay, so store brand jingle, go.
I've still just got cool tricks stuck in my head. I don't know how.
Store brand.
Yeah.
So,
No, nothing like that. It's got to be bombastic. Need like a gong to hit.
Could do raw. We could do it from
Store.
Rawhide.
Yeah. Have a tiny whip.
Yeah. Store brand.
I like it. I think that gets the point across as best as anything. You don't have money to buy cool stuff, go store brand.
Sweet. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of interesting lyrics to already known songs, I heard that there was something that your sons had changed on the lyrics to Red Solo Cup.
Yes. I need to get that on video still. Riker and I were singing that earlier. He goes, Han Solo Cup, let's have a muffin. Let's have a muffin. Oh, Han Solo Cup, everybody, let's have a muffin. There's no bridge. It just goes straight from Han Solo Cup, let's have a muffin.
You know, I think that Han Solo is a big fan of muffins, so...
I tried to think of interjecting some sort of other things in it, but unfortunately, I don't know enough about the song Han Solo Cup to really do it for word, so...
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I tried looking to see if somebody had already done a T-shirt, and of course they had. But this sounds like this is more like the cup for a cupcake tin, where you would bake the muffin.
Yeah. You said someone already made a T-shirt for Han Solo Cup?
Trust me.
Awesome. We went to a just fancy toy store in Cleveland, and they had the whole line of silicone trays for Star Wars stuff. Millennium Falcons, TIE Fighters, Darth Vader faces, X-Wings, I think, which I don't see how you could get the laser poles or whatever to stay together, but they had them.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, they were like $15 a piece, so I did not get you one.
I'm trying to see if I can bring up this.
But they had that, and they had toys made of bamboo, and one that was like just a tortoise shell that was made of some sort of fiberglass that your kid's just supposed to sit and like spin around in. It was $25.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of cool, but not $25 cool.
Yeah, there's very few things that are actually $25 cool, I found. Okay, so let me try hi Josh. Go night. Night. Love you. Good night.
Night, Joshy. Love you.
Night.
All right, so I'm going to try to screen share this here.
That wouldn't. Are you? Oh. Yes.
Drink first.
Awesome.
There's a couple other things here that's off of Redbubble. See that somebody did an actual red Solo Cup with Han Solo. Are you seeing this?
Oh, that is cool.
Unfortunately, it's not molded. It should really be molded.
Yeah, but
I think this is my favorite.
yes. What? Is Chewbacca a cookie?
Yes. Han the Solo Cup is filled with milk.
Oh, that's nasty.
Milk and cookie.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that, man.
I don't know.
Dip Chewbacca in Han Solo.
Should Chewbacca be a muffin?
Well, no. You have Leia having muffins and buns, maybe.
Oh, you're saying with oh gosh.
Just gross.
Anyway, let's have a muffin.
Let's have a muffin. Let's have a Chewbacca cookie. I was looking around for fun stuff to share, but
Say that again?
I was looking around for fun stuff to share, but I don't have anything right now. You're all fixed.
Yeah, you don't have anything fun anyway, so I mean you're a pretty boring guy.
I got lots of upperwear.
Upperwear?
Yes, upperwear.
That's
That's
the higher grade.
Yeah.
Well,
I found
go ahead.
this,
Ooh.
but the DVD version at Walmart, but I couldn't bring myself to buy it because our VHS tape is still working just fine.
Exactly.
But it was only $15.
I'm just amazed it's not in the Disney Vault still. So
Yeah, well, it'll be back in there soon, I bet.
Mary Poppins was like just insanely popular for the time. It was nominated for Best Picture. I think she was nominated for Best Actress.
Winner of 5 Academy Awards: Best Actress, Julie Andrews; Best Song, Chim Chim Cheree; Best
Oh, it
Music,
actually won.
Best Visual Effects. So, yeah, it doesn't say all the nominations, but that's all the winningness.
What do you think the best visual effects was? Like the showing the little bird whistling along with Mary Poppins, or
Something like that. I'm guessing the Chim Chim Cheree sequence where they're like walking on stuff, working in the fireworks and stuff.
making Dick Van Dyke look or sound like he was British. Wait, that's sound, and they definitely didn't win any awards for that.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's British. He was British my whole childhood.
Did he? No, it was Andy Griffith that passed away, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, Andy Griffith just passed away this week or something like that. I mix him and Dick Van Dyke up for some reason. I think it's because Matlock and Diagnosis Murder were on at the same time, and then you had like Andy Griffith's show with the Dick Van Dyke show. I know who they are. I mean, I don't mix them up, but for some reason I do.
You're just having trouble telling the difference between old white guys.
Old, folksy white guys that like to smile and be nice to people, supposedly.
That's right.
At least they put on a good show. So.
Indeed. Could Andy Griffith dance?
Could Andy Griffith dance? Now that's a good question. Actually, an even better question is, could Andy Griffith do a Cockney accent?
Oh, I'm sure well, at least as well as Dick Van Dyke.
I'm thinking better.
Who was?
Because he can do a Southern accent, and Southern is closer to British than Northern American is. Or non-Southern, I guess.
The other day, and I was flashing back to Mary Poppins, and I was like, this
always
guy.
have Mary Poppins flashbacks.
Yeah. Not sure. No. What were you going to say earlier? You're back that in.
Which part?
I don't know. You were before I brought up Mary Poppins. You were saying something.
Oh, I think I was just making fun of you being boring.
Oh, that's not hard. Let's see. Oh, sure you did, but Did you hear about the bacon burger?
Explain.
It was all over the third tier news that I get my news from.
So no.
Yahoo. Yes. And AM radio. A local chain in the Los Angeles area, I believe it was. There's no point looking on Yahoo now because they'll find some other ridiculous story to put in. But they have the American Burger, and it was a patty of ground bacon with a slab of bacon on top, and then a piece of bacon cheddar cheese with a bacon sauce all over it on a regular bun.
America Burger. Got it.
American Burger.
America.
Yes. They might have said American Burger, but to my ears and dreams, it was American Burger.
Oh, no. Here it is.
You got it?
America.
Yeah. See? There it is.
America.
First 50 American Burger. Yeah?
So,
Okay.
we got that going for us. It's not really a
and a
hamburger,
sausage.
Bobby. It's all bacon, is it?
Yeah, it's a bacon patty.
So it's
It has a sunny side up egg on it too.
That's grotesque. So it's not really a bacon burger because we've had bacon. It's more of a ham bacon burger.
No, it's a true bacon burger. It's not a bacon cheeseburger.
Okay.
It's a bacon cheese bacon burger.
Bacon, cheese, bacon, egg, and crown royal. Isn't it called a crown of egg or something? What's that called?
I don't know.
Anyway, I think I'm coming down with a cold, and of course, if I'm coming down with a cold, my 4-year-old is too.
Understood. You're aware that it's July, right?
Well, I refuse to go outside in 180-degree heat. That's just me.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was pretty good today when I had to tell my 2-year-old not to kiss the meat case at Wally World. I believe it was open mouth kiss. So we could
if
we
the
could come down
2-year-old
with
is
any.
with open mouth.
Yes. So I could have Ebola or what.
Well,
Yeah.
so is it better or worse than?
What was that? Go ahead.
Is it basically better or worse than this little thing, this little number here? I think most people are going to recognize it.
What's that? Oh yeah. I'd say that's better because at least you know where that pig's been.
At least you know where that pig's been.
Yep.
Whereas the meat case in Walmart, don't know.
No idea.
Sorry, Walmart. I mean, I shop for you, but I shop at you. With you? From
With you? Inside you? That sounds bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get my meat inside you.
Google.com's not No. Google.com's not responding.
We gotta have at least one dirty joke this time around.
Sounds good. There we go. We're having some technical issues.
What?
I was having some technical issues. I don't know what happened.
Okay. As far as I know, it was seamless, although you're kind of pixely. Well, I don't know how long we've been on the air now, but should we go ahead and wrap up?
Sure. Well,
It's been one for the history books.
yes, indeed. Or, on. We can delete this, right?
You do understand that what's on the internet stays on the internet.
Okay.
It's the anti-Vegas effect.
But not on purpose. I mean, you could, unless our one viewer was, like, motion capturing us, we could still delete it, right?
I don't know what to say.
You say yes, brother.
Yes, brother.
Thank you. But you're still going to leave it up, aren't you?
This is all going away. I mean, a presidential run, nobody's going to see about this. And when you turn 35 and you're running for office, I mean, nobody's going to see this stuff. So it's okay.
Of course. Yeah.
You're actually going to get in more trouble for just me being your brother than anything that goes on the internet.
Understood. But nothing I can do about that.
You've seen Black Sheep, right?
The New Zealand horror movie? Yes.
You told me about that. I still haven't seen it. Oh my God. I watch it.
About the zombie sheep?
Oh my God.
You gotta watch it.
Weren't there aliens involved too? The aliens were making the sheep zombies, right?
Not aliens. It was a mad scientist movie.
Of course.
Genetic alteration.
Did he talk like this?
Did what?
Did he talk like this?
I don't recall. I think at least one of the mad scientists was a woman, and there were hippies involved that also caused the outbreak. So it was a true...
Of course the hippies were involved.
It was an awesome B-movie horror romp with mad scientists and hippies unleashing the apocalypse upon a small island community. Got to see it. Black Sheep.
Maybe a large island community. Was it the larger island or the smaller island?
It was small. It was small.
Oh, was it one of the outlying islands?
I believe so, yeah.
I don't know if New Zealand has. I assume that it would have at least more than the two big islands.
It would almost have to, but I don't know either. But no, Chris Farley-wise, I haven't seen it since the 90s, so I don't recall. It was not my favorite.
I don't think it was anybody's favorite.
Not nearly as entertaining as the New Zealand horror movie.
Well, I don't know if any. There maybe Beverly Hills Ninja was a better Chris Farley film than the Black Sheep New Zealand zombie sheep. Other than that,
I'm going Wagons East myself.
was he in Wagons East?
Oh no, that was John Candy.
That was the other fat guy who died. Yes. Yes. Thanks for bringing that up. It's a good thing that neither of them had a tattoo across their chest, because I don't know. Did they have surgery? Probably not.
I was thinking though, since Magic Mike, since Andrew went to see that, I was thinking about they should have of course they didn't really have a chance, but Chris Farley and Patrick Swayze were both still alive. They should have done a movie based on their Chippendales sketch, but
such a fantastic sketch.
If only either of them were still alive, they could do a cameo in Magic Mike, but no.
You know, I had totally forgotten about that, but yeah, that would have been amazing, especially Chris Farley showing up
Yeah.
in there. Oh well.
What'd you say? Of course they would.
But she's saying
Andrew,
they wouldn't have put Chris Farley in there?
no one would want to see their bare butts, but that doesn't stop people from putting them on screen before.
Exactly. We saw it in Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't even know if have we seen Patrick Swayze's bare butt on film?
I don't know.
We put it to you, internet audience of one. Post as a comment to this video when it goes up on YouTube.
Yes.
Where it was in the pantheon of Patrick Swayze works that we got to see his bare rear, and then that way everyone watching this can then look in the comments and will know, because we don't, and frankly I don't care to know.
Donald, did you see how well Magic Mike did in the box office last weekend?
You know, I refuse.
Well, let me enlighten you. It was, they didn't take first. That honor went to Ted. Got way too much money.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's gotten good word of mouth too. The guy that, the bachelor that sits across from me at work said that he loved it. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure I'll rent it and laugh quite a bit at it. I mean, it looks
I just can't
funny.
believe. Of course, you know it didn't get like hundreds of millions like Spider-Man will or other ones will. But,
Has already.
yeah, but Ted got 54 million, and Magic Mike was second with 39 million, and then Brave was third with 34 million. These are domestic numbers, of course, but
Ted and Brave were both second weekends, I think, right?
it was Ted's opening.
Oh, it was Ted's opening. Oh, that makes a difference.
It was Ted, Magic Mike, and Medea's Witness Protection. It was all their first weekends, and People Like Us was 11th, but that wasn't too much of a surprise.
It's a smaller film. I mean, you know.
But, yeah, but Ted, it was one Ted, Magic Mike second, Brave third, and then Medea was number 4 with 25. So.
One of these days, I tell you, one of these days, Medea is going to win a Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Actor nomination for Tyler Perry, and he'll probably win because he will practice that role so much, and everything else will have gone completely to crap in Hollywood, to where that's going to be absolutely the best stuff that's going to be playing in theaters.
It's entirely possible.
I mean, it's got a message. I actually haven't seen any of it, but I know that it's got a message, and you know, people like it.
Well, I saw some of a different movie where he was not Medea, you know, and he, the guy can act, I guess, but at least according to the couple of clips I saw, it's too dramatic stuff for me to bother myself with. Too heart-wrenching. But,
I think that he and Kevin Clash should be in a movie together.
be cool.
Kevin Clash, the voice of Elmo.
Oh, yes.
I know. I don't have to tell you, but you know, I think that they could play. They look very similar to me, and I'm not saying that for terrible reasons. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think they could play. I think they could play siblings and do a buddy movie or something. I think that would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, probably. But you wouldn't get Kevin Clash to be on screen.
If anybody could afford Kevin Clash, it would be Tyler Perry.
That's true.
So, we'll see. That would be awesome, though.
Can't believe this.
Well, Tyler Perry would direct. Kevin Clash would help produce, because he's a big guy, anymore. And
No fat jokes. No fat jokes.
no, he's
But,
a producer level of thing.
no. Magic Mike, their budget was only $7 million. I can't believe they got all those guys in that movie to be in it and the production was
$6 million of it was thongs, so money well spent, according to some.
Yeah. Well, according to my wife, they didn't switch scenes very much. It was mostly in the club and then in a couple other spots. So that would save a lot of money not having to
So it's more on dialogue than action.
Well, that's kind of action, I suppose.
Different kind of action.
A limited amount of computer-generated enhancements.
So we think. Mark had some help in his big movie, so never know.
Did he? And Ted?
Well, yeah, there was an artificial character in that one. Yeah. I was thinking there was an artificial character in Boogie Nights as well. But
yeah.
It didn't talk back as
Riley.
how? Go ahead.
He looks kind of like a bear.
Now he does. Hollywood is remaking movies more, closer and closer to current. Like now we're doing new Spider-Man movies, for example, and we just did one 10 years ago. So the time is ripe for a new Boogie Nights with Seth MacFarlane as Dirk Diggler's Diggler.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
can talk. Yeah. Buddy.
I think that's right up Seth MacFarlane's alley. I think he has, it practically writes itself.
The guy's got range. But what accent would it have?
A Cockney accent.
Ooh.
See what I did there?
Yeah. See what I did there? All right. Okay. Well, thanks a lot. Pumpkin time.
Pumpkin time. All right. Is that our sign out?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Pumpkin time. Take care.
All right. You too. Bye.
Bye.